Y'all ready to drink? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Leah Lore here, and I'm back at it again with another video. If you are a return subscriber, hey girl, hey friend, how are you? I hope you're doing wonderful, beautiful, amazing. And if you are new to my channel, hey, my name is Leah. I make videos, I do story times, I do hauls, I do a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? Something for the kids, something light. If you like what you see, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe right now, actually, because I feel like you'll be interested and you might as well do it. Just, let's not waste both of our times. So here I am with another story time. It is Sunday. Happy Sunday. And in today's video, I'm gonna be telling y'all how I tried myself, and I continue to try myself continuously. Okay, our story begins last year. Y'all remember last year? I do. Pre-panty, that was a time. Like, I took outside for granted. I really did. But what a time. What a time. We were complaining about 2019, child. 2020 came and said, you thought you seen it all. That is not the case. So this happened pre-panty in 2019. It happened in the summer. If you are from Brooklyn, if you're from New York, then first of all, shout out to you. Yeah. And if you're not in Brooklyn, on Labor Day weekend, we have like a really big like weekend jam-packed with activities. Labor Day weekend is pretty much like a Caribbean people takeover in Brooklyn. We have the West Indian Day Parade on the Monday, but before then it's like full of activities. Even though the full week before is full of activities. So from Thursday to like basically Monday, it's like non-stop partying. And then on Sunday they have like Juve, which is like the paint and powder all-nighter situation. I personally am not a fan of Juve, but I'll get to that. Anyway, so last year I was looking for plans. If you are not new to my channel, you know that I'm not someone who likes to go out. I don't like to party. I don't like to be around people. I don't like to go to the club. I don't like people being all up on me. I don't like sweaty, sticky situations. I didn't back then, and I especially don't like them now because it's a pandemic. So basically, I was texting my friends. I was texting my group of friends. Y'all know who they are, but I'm gonna give them code names for this situation. So I was texting my group of friends, and I was like, hey, what are y'all doing this weekend? Because I wanted to go out. I usually don't like to go out, but Labor Day weekend is the one time I'm okay with going out because those are my people. That is my culture. This is my tribe. Like, I love being around Caribbean people because they get me. They understand me. They know what I need, and they know what it feels like to be me. So I really like Labor Day weekend because I know that like I'm surrounded by Caribbean people. So I was like, what y'all doing this weekend? I don't have plans. Girl, I never have plans. Nobody was shocked. So I texted them, and they're like, oh, we don't have plans right now. Two of them was like, we don't have plans right now. But then one girl, Nia, she goes, oh, I'm coming back from Boston this weekend to visit family. Like, I have an Airbnb. Like, why don't y'all come over? We can have drinks. We can hang out. It could be a cute little vibe. And then maybe later we could go out to a party. So I'm like, okay, bet. Like, I get to be around my friends, but I'm also in a situation that's like low risk. So I was all about that. So my other friends agreed. And so the plan was that one of them, because she lived so far, she was gonna go to our mutual friend's house. This friend, we're always linking up at her house. Like, anytime we go somewhere, it's not said verbally, but it's kind of just like said implicitly that we're gonna meet up at her house. Her house has always been the meetup spot, and that's been ever since like middle school. It's been the meetup spot. So anyway, we say we're gonna link up at her house. So the three of us are gonna link at our house. Let's give us names. I'm Leah, obviously. We're gonna call my other friend, what's the name I could remember? Why do I do this to myself? Damn it. We're gonna name one of us Jackie and the other one Kendall. So it's me, Kendall, and Jackie, and we're all gonna link up at Jackie's house. So we're gonna link up at Jackie's house and we're gonna go to Nia's B&B from there. So I was like, okay, cool, that's a plan. know why I do this to myself, because I know myself, but somehow I just like to play disrespect to my body. I'm the type of person that I can hold my liquor. One thing about me, I'ma hold my liquor. But the exception to that rule is if I ever drink on an empty stomach, or if I drink on an upset stomach, or if I eat and I drink at the same time when my stomach was previously emptied, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. Like, it's not even a guess. Like, I'm gonna throw up. Like, that's period. So I know to eat at least like 3-4 hours before I drink. Eat something. Eat a meal, a small meal. Like, I'm not talking about something like light, like a roll of bread. Like, I'm talking about a meal, like oxtail and rice and peas. I have to eat. If not, I'm gonna get sick. That's just what it is. So me knowing this, I decide, hey, you know this, you should eat, right? No, that was not the case. I didn't eat the whole day, bro. Like, the whole day, I didn't eat nothing. Not a sandwich, not some farina, not a banana, nothing. Nothing. So, I don't know why, because I really wasn't doing nothing the whole day. I think I was cleaning my room or something like that, because it was a Sunday. I remember it was a Sunday. So, I really wasn't doing anything. I didn't have any plans. There was nothing pressing that I had to do. So, I don't know why I didn't eat, but I just didn't. So, I didn't eat like a dummy, and I get dressed, you know what I'm saying, I puts the wig on, I puts my outfit on, I'm trying to get cute or whatever. If I can find a picture, I'll post it somewhere on the screen, because I think I took like a few snaps and a few pictures on Instagram story, so I'll post that on the screen. And I'm cute or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I got shorts on, I got a bodysuit, I got my Vans, I'm ready to go. I get on the train, and Jackie lives like a few stops away from me, so I get on the train, and before that I had to go make a bank run, because I didn't necessarily want to bring my card with me, but I knew that I needed cash. So my plan was to leave my bag at Jackie's house, but in order to do that, I had to bring some stuff with me. I bought a brush, I bought like an umbrella, I bought like some lip gloss, you know, makeup to fix it, do some touch-ups, you know what I'm saying, something slight. I bought my card, and the plan was to go to the bank that was like a stop away from Jackie's house, take some money out, and then get back on the train to go to Jackie's house. Bet. While I'm on the train, I'm like, oh, I didn't eat. Why would I forget to eat? I didn't eat. So I'm like, oh no, like this really can't happen. So I'm texting my group chat, and I'm like, yo, I can't believe I forgot to eat. So my friends are like, oh no, like what are you gonna do? So I was like, I'm gonna stop at McDonald's to eat. McDonald's, bro. If you know me, you know that I don't eat fast food. I do not eat fast food. The only fast food I eat is Shake Shack, and I used to eat Chick-fil-A, but you know, not no more because racism. But that's the only fast food I really eat. Like, I really don't eat McDonald's. I would never eat Burger King, and I eat Wendy's sometimes, like on a slight, if I'm really, really hungry, and that's the thing that's around, then I'll eat Wendy's. But usually, I'm not a fast food person. I don't eat it. It doesn't do well with my stomach. My stomach gets upset. It's just a situation. For the most part, I've trained my body to only accept healthy foods. And the only non-healthy foods I'll accept is like home-cooked food. So like fried chicken, mac and cheese, candied yams, I'll eat that because it's not as processed as something like McDonald's. Why would I ever, bro? So I'm thinking McDonald's because it's quick and it was near the bank. So I text my friends and I'm like, I'm gonna get some McDonald's. I hope it doesn't mess with my stomach. So my friends tell me to get them something. I'm like, all right, I'm picking up the gang some food. I get my money, I get my food, I get back on the train. I'm at Jackie's house now. I'm at Jackie's house and I'm sitting there and I'm eating my McDonald's. I think, so my usual order for McDonald's, if I do eat it, never, is a McChicken, a 4-piece, fries, oatmeal cookies, not oatmeal cookies, chocolate chip cookies, and either a frap or like water or something. So that's what I usually get from McDonald's. But that time I didn't want to do too much. Again, even though I didn't eat, I knew that McDonald's was not a good idea, and I still thought, let's do it. So I'm eating the McDonald's or whatever. I had like a McChicken and I think fries, but I didn't buy nuggets. So yeah, I had a McChicken and fries. So I'm eating the McDonald's. It goes down my stomach well, you know, no stomach issues at first, no nothing like that, you know, whatever. I'm eating the McDonald's and Jackie says, y'all ready to drink? I didn't want to say no because like I knew we was going out to like a function later, so I was like, you know what, let's pregame or whatever. And I thought that I could handle it. Bro, I'm eating at McDonald's and I'm drinking. Jackie makes like mixed drinks. She makes really, really, really good mixed drinks. Like, she's not a bartender or nothing, but she just has this natural talent for making good drinks. So I'm like drinking it. It tastes like juice. It tastes like juice. I'm drinking it. I'm drinking it. I'm drinking it. I think I had like 2 cups or something like that. So by the time we got into the Uber, I was like a little buzzed, but I wasn't drunk. So we get there. And oh, I forgot to mention, before we got to the place, before I left my house, I had bought a bottle of Jack from the liquor store because I'm not somebody who can drink white liquors. Like, I only drink Hennessy and, not Hennessy, I only drink whiskey and cognac. So I bought a bottle of Jack and I was like, this is what I'm gonna drink. This is my contribution to the situation. So I bring the bottle of Jack to the place. Anyway, we're in a oopski. And we're on our way there. It's not too far. So we get there and it's in like this really nice Jewish neighborhood. It's like really quiet. The houses are cute. It's really, you know, this is not a normal place in Brooklyn or a place that's like the rest in Brooklyn. Because even though it's this really like lit turnt weekend, like everybody was quiet. Nobody in that neighborhood was making noise, no rowdy music, no nothing like that. It was silence. Okay. So we pull up. We knock on the door, knock. Our friend opens the door. Nia opens the door. She's like, hey guys. We're like, hey Nia. Like, Nia's a little, she's a little lit, you know, already. So, you know, expected. So Nia and her boyfriend are there, and we walk in. We sit down on the couch. I think there was somebody else there at the time, and him and Nia's boyfriend were playing like video games. So they were playing video games and there was like music in the background, so we're just like listening to the music, whatever, we're jamming. Nia plays with her boyfriend. She starts playing the video game, and then after a while, like, they turn off the video game and we're all just listening to music. As we're listening to music, we're drinking because, like I said, we were going to a function. Okay? So I'm drinking. I'm thinking I can handle it. But then shit got real. Okay, you ever been drinking and then suddenly you realize that last cup was a cup too many? Yeah. The reason why we got like this is because Nia's friend, who also came to like the little gathering with us, is a bartender, and Nia's friend likes to get people drunk. So I stopped drinking and Nia's friend is like, drink. And I'm like, okay. Like, I don't have to go to work on Monday. I'm good. It's Labor Day weekend. Like, I might as well, you know what I'm saying? I can handle my liquor. I can handle it. Bro, I'm drinking this liquor. I'm drinking it. This is horrible. This is actually horrendous. But I'm drinking it, and then I realized that I drank 1 cup too many. Like, that last cup should not have happened. So then my stomach starts to hurt. Like, we are listening to, what's the song? Oh, Bodak Yellow. We were listening to Bodak Yellow, right? So as we're listening to Bodak Yellow, I'm like, if you wanted to, these expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. You know how girls get when we hear Bodak Yellow. Like, we are literally from 0 to 100, like in our burks when we hear Bodak Yellow. So we were like, you know, having fun, like singing with the little like recording, Instagram story, like Snapchat, you know the vibes already. So we were doing that, and literally like mid-song I realized that I messed up because my stomach started to hurt. And I'm the type of person that my brain knows something is wrong before my body knows something is wrong. So immediately I was like, uh-oh. Like, in my head I was like, uh-oh. I remember this. I was just like, oh. And then after that, immediately my stomach started to hurt, but it wasn't like a deep stomach ache. Like, you know that stomach ache when you have to use the bathroom, when you have to like throw up now? It wasn't like that. The trouble with my body is that my body likes to punish me. My body likes to punish me for making terrible decisions. Like, my pain usually starts slow and is gradual, you know what I'm saying? It's a slow scale. So my stomach starts to hurt and I'm like, oh my god. So I'm thinking like maybe it's gonna get better. So I put the bottle down because at this point I no longer want to see the bottle. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm done. So I put the bottle down and my nah. I put the bottle down and then I asked Nia for some water. I was like, hey Nia, like y'all B&B got like water, like y'all got water bottles? And she was like, oh, we have a bottle of water. So she gives me a bottle of water and I'm sipping on this water and I'm praying to God. I'm like, God, please do not embarrass me in front of these people. I have to go out later. I've worked hard. This is, you know, I did what I had to do this year. Please don't do this to me, please. So I'm drinking this water and I'm sipping. I'm not really chugging when I'm sipping, and my stomach is not getting any better. And I don't know if this is supposed to happen, but anytime I drink water when my stomach is hurting because of alcohol, I throw up almost immediately. And maybe that's my body like trying to get rid of the toxins, but it's not great. So I'm sipping on the water. I'm bobbing my head. I'm trying to act like nothing's really happening when really in my stomach is acting up, and in my head I'm flipping out. So then I was like, I tapped my friend. What did I call the other girl? Kendall. So I tapped Kendall and I'm like, Kendall, my stomach hurts. And she's like, you need to go outside? Like, Kendall is lit, but she's not drunk. She's probably the most sober out of all of us. She's like, you need to go outside? You look fine. And I'm like, yeah, but my stomach does not feel well. So I was like, I think I just need a little air. So I was like, come outside with me. So she was like, bet. So she leaves the B&B, and I don't know how to explain this, but like the B&B was like a house. It was like a 2-story brownstone, and where Nia was staying was like under. So if you live in Brooklyn, you know that there are a lot of houses where you like walk down some little steps that's like under the first level, and it's kind of like a basement. That's like a separate place for people to live. So that's where Nia was staying. So we walk out, we walk up the little stairs, and then we sit on the stairs. So she's talking to me. We can hear the music still from inside. So she's singing. I have my head in my hands and my head in between my my thighs, and I'm just like trying to take deep breaths. And I'm like, all right, okay, maybe things will get better. They did not. Bro, tell me why, literally, like, I think it was like 5 minutes after. The timeline of that night is kind of like blurry to me, but I think it was like 5 minutes after that. I was like, Kendall, get me a bin. And she was like, uh-oh, you need to throw up. And I was like, yeah, give me a bin now. So oh God, I grabbed the bin and I start to puke. I'm like spilling out my guts, like it's going. And then I'm thinking it's over. No, it wasn't, bro. It wasn't. Like, it was literally everywhere. Like, I feel so sorry because like I really messed up these people's place. Like, I messed up their trash cans. I completely messed up their trash cans. Like, what was the reason? And I feel so bad, but I don't think Nia got fined with like anything. I think it was, I don't think they got fined with anything. But I was just like throwing up all over the trash can, and the worst part of it is there was no garbage bag in the trash can because it was one of those outside cans where you just like throw out your garbage from inside in the outside one so sanitation could pick it up. Bro, I'm going at it. Then Kendall goes inside because she has to grab something. I think at this point I told her, I was like, bro, I want to go home. She was like, okay, I can take you home. So the plan was for me to call an Uber to go home. So I get my head in my lap again, and then one of Nia's friends, the other person who was supposed to come, he pulls up and he's like, yo bro, you good? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. Like, at this point, still drunk, I'm like, I'm fine. So he's like rubbing my back and he pulled my hair like from the front of me so I wouldn't get throw up on it. Like, he was really sweet. So he's like laughing at me. He's like, yo, you drink a little too much. And I'm like, don't even play me right now, because I am embarrassed. This is embarrassing. Like,
are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
So he's like, yo, you're good. It happens to everyone. So Kendall, she brings my bag out, and I guess she told the other people that she was gonna take me home. So my friend Nia comes out and she's like, oh no, you not feeling well? And I'm like, no, I'm not. Nia's boyfriend comes and he's going in on me. He's like, yo, what happened here? And I'm like, I'm embarrassed. Like, I was so embarrassed, bro. Like, Kendall calls the Uber, and it comes. Kendall was also late, but she wasn't like as you know, she wasn't to the level that I was, and she wasn't to the level Jackie was. So Kendall calls the Uber, and she calls an Uber pool, and I don't think she noticed that she called an Uber pool until we got into the Uber pool. My head is in her lap because the motion sickness is not gonna be great for me, and I'm like, Lord, please do not make me go in this man's car. I do not have the money to pay $100 fine. No. So my head is in Kendall's lap, and I'm just waiting for the ride to be over until I realize we stopped. So I'm like, I was like, Kendall, I was like, are we here? She's like, no. So she was like, sir, why'd you stop? And he was like, I'm picking up the other passengers. So she was like, oh, it's a pool. So these two guys get into the car. One gets to the back with me and Kendall, and another gets into the front. And I think it was like two Haitians, because they had like that deep Haitian accent. And then one of them, the one in the back, was like, what's wrong with your friend? He was talking to Kendall. He's like, what's wrong with your friend? And then she was like, she's not feeling well. She had too many drinks. And so he was like, nah, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. And he was asking me, he was like, yo, he was like, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm 23. So he's like, you 23 and you down bad this early? He's like, come on, the night is young. Like, you're not going to Juve. You're not going out to a party. Come on, like, don't do this to yourself. Don't embarrass yourself like this. And they're just going in on me, but they're making jokes, and I'm like laughing too, because I'm like, yo, like, I really am also embarrassed. So this happens, and we get to my place. We get to my place, we get out, we say thank you, whatever. We get upstairs, and Kendall opens my front door. There's no one there. Like, my family was out at another like family barbecue, so it was just my cousin there. Y'all know Urias, like, it was just him there. So I get in my room, and Urias is sitting in my room, and he's watching my TV. Apparently what happened that night is Kelly tried to put my bonnet on me, and she tried to help me like change my clothes, but I just refused. I was like, no, like, I'm good. No, leave me alone. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Why was I on the floor looking crazy? Why was I on the floor looking absolutely lost in the sauce, bro? Like, I know I have a picture of what I looked like that night, so I'm gonna post it on this screen. I am embarrassed completely, bro. And then so like I fell asleep somehow. I didn't put my bonnet on, so my wig was on, but I didn't put a bonnet on. I remember, I think I took my makeup off that night. Yes, I did take my makeup off, but that's the only thing I did. So when I woke up, I sent a picture to the group chat, and my friends were screaming. My friends were screaming. They were actually weak, because it was like, what? Like, how did this even happen? And that's now, it's like an ongoing joke in our group. It's like, yo, y'all remember that night? That night was a lot for everyone. Like, everyone involved. Yeah. That is the end of my story. That is how I messed up someone's trash cans at their Airbnb. How I messed up their Airbnb. Lord, maybe what happened to me following that with what's her name? What did I call her? Karen? Maybe that's my karma. Maybe I deserve it. I don't know. But I was sorry, and they didn't get fined for it. So maybe that's something that happens to them often. Yeah. So that is the end of my story. That is how I embarrassed myself, and that is the last time I embarrassed myself, because I definitely learned my lesson. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, that is the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you're new. You know what I'm saying? You stayed for the whole video. You might as well just subscribe and watch the rest, because you know I got more, and you know I got more coming. Yeah, so that is the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.